So this is how Ken Carson Destroy Lonely actually met at 16. Nah, this is just super interesting because I think Ken Carson was in an interview somewhere in Europe somewhere. I'm not too sure of the accent, whatever, but I'm gonna just break it down for you. So apparently they met like in LA together around 16, and they both kind of just noticed, yo, we're both from Atlanta, and they kind of had a confrontation where they're like, "Yo, are you from Atlanta? Are you from Atlanta?" And they both kind of agree, "Yeah, we're both from Atlanta," and they just kind of started connecting that way, and that's just kind of how the relationship started. And I think it really benefited Destroy Lonely in a humongous sense because Ken Carson has a crazy connection. He's actually cousins with Little 88, and guess who's cousins with Little 88? TM88. And TM88's the notorious, legendary producer that produced for EXO Tour Life, Little Uzi Vert, and he's just a big member of 808 Mafia with Southside, and it's just prominent role in like Future, 21 Savage, mostly Future, and obviously the connection with Metro Boomin, and just really helped the whole Atlanta landscape of trap just really take over last decade. Future just had so many hits, Metro Boomin as well, and it's just like a legendary era that was. And Ken Carson having that connection, being cousins with Little 88 and TM88, really benefited Destroy Lonely, which probably really got him to actually get signed by Playboy Cardi's label Opium. And look at them now, they're just an incredible label. They're the most talked about people. Everybody's just super ready for a Great Chaos by Ken Carson, including myself. And I think Ken Carson pushing back the album so much that he has really built up hype. Like all over Twitter, everybody's just talking about when's a Great Chaos dropping, and the hype is just getting stronger and stronger. I would say that hype is getting to the level of Destroy Lonely's If Looks Could Kill, because you guys already know If Looks Could Kill had the single If Looks Could Kill blowing up on TikTok, and that just really helped propel the album to sell 29K first week for Destroy Lonely. And I think it would have been not so beneficial if Ken Carson actually dropped a Great Chaos on July 17th when it was originally supposed to drop, because there just wasn't enough hype. But now Ken Carson's like, you know what, it's time to drop on Halloween. Well, not really Halloween, but October 13th, Friday the 13th. So there's going to be some Halloween vibes, kind of like how the whole horrorcore kind of vibe of, a Great Chaos with the scary imagery and everything like that. It's going to be perfect for Friday the 13th, and he's now officially got the hype. And as for some of Destroy Lonely and Ken Carson, they're pretty neck and neck. Ken Carson definitely has more monthly listeners than Destroy Lonely right now, and Ken Carson hasn't dropped since last year, like over a year ago, with his album called X, which was, in my opinion, such a great project. Like Money Hunt, Freestyle 1, Freestyle 2, just so many good songs, you know what I mean? Same Thing was the song I really enjoyed. It was a great summer album. So Destroy Lonely, he had If Looks to Kill. It was kind of, mixed reviews and shit like that, but I think it was pretty good overall. As long as he would have, just cut the album in half, it would have been considered a classic. Destroy Lonely is still up, Ken Carson's still up, and I think it'd be a perfect time for them to probably drop Opium Twins right after tour, because we're going on tour pretty soon now. So I just want to kind of go over some of Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely's best collabs. Money and Sex was off of It Looks to Kill. It was the ending track. It was just such a banger, such a great rage track. Raver, I've heard a few times. I'm Ready, I've never heard. Game Over, I've never heard. Yoda, I've never heard. Exodus, I haven't really heard. The Night for Breakfast. But one I can think of off the top of my head that I do remember is MDMA off of X. That track was just so good. Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely absolutely killed it. But yeah, hopefully Opium Twins comes really soon.